Welcome to the
second
Lunar and Earth Show Q&A with starring Earth today.
Yay, it's me! Technically, there was another one, but this is the first one with us.
This
with
is
me.
second.
the Lunar and Earth Show Q&A.
Well, okay, first one with me and Lunar participating because we did not participate in the Dazzle one because we were busy.
Yeah.
I was busy setting up their bedroom, and you were just not wanting to be there.
Yep. I was taking a nap.
So, we're off on a strong start. We're gonna have a lot of questions, so we're gonna answer them all.
Yes, we do. You have, in total, we won't get to all of them today, you have 104 questions.
Well, I'm gonna answer them as best I can. So work with me here. It's a lot of questions. I wrote all of Sun's down.
And we're gonna
he had like
jump
114.
around.
Yeah, Sun had like 114. I wrote down for him.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions.
All right.
No offense.
Beginning with the first question, very simple. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing just fine today. Just great.
Wonderful. All right.
Okay, first one down. Our first question.
First
Let's
one down.
go. One down.
Next, who is your favorite My Little Pony character?
Ooh, that's kind of hard because I love Fluttershy. She speaks to me. But I also like Pinkie Pie. But I also like Rarity. And I do like Princess Luna. So, answer, a lot. There's a lot going on for me. Yeah. So, I don't know if that helps. But if I had to pick my top fave, it would be Fluttershy. Because she's cool. I like her.
I like Rainbow Dash.
That's fitting. I see that for you.
Yep. All right.
I feel like Sun would
next.
like Applejack. What?
Next, what are things you enjoy doing with Monty?
Oh my gosh. I love when Monty treats me to little dates. Monty, sometimes I have a really bad day. And Monty, as soon as I come in, can tell I've had a bad day. And they get me a nice dinner. They take care of me. They pamper, make sure I don't have to do a single thing. They'll get me all nice laid out on the couch, get my favorite shows or favorite movies on, get me all wrapped up in blankets, and get me my comfy foods, and just relax. I just like having nice, relaxing days with Monty, because Monty, my thing is I like being pampered a little, because I feel like I'm a princess in some aspects. You know, I want princess treatment sometimes, and Monty really treats me like a princess. That's not to say I don't treat Monty like a princess when they want it. So, yeah,
Fair enough.
That's it. Yeah.
All right. Opinions on the Eclipse trio. I don't know what that is.
The Eclipse trio, do we mean solar, ruin, and regular eclipse?
I'd assume that'd be my guess.
Okay, so, like, what kind of thoughts?
I guess, yeah. Just go down the list.
Okay. Love solar. Miss them. Can't wait for them to come back. I hope everything goes according to plan for bringing them back. Eclipse, great friend of mine. They've gone through a lot. Changed a lot. Put in the effort to change. And, you know, I respect them. Ruin, that's a hard one.
Right.
You know,
and this will correlate into the next question.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
What okay,
I got a direct plug.
Okay,
do you
well,
at least tolerate Ruin after he went and freed you that one time?
So this is kind of tricky for me because Ruin, they destroyed many dimensions. They wiped out not only people, but animals, alien life forms, if there are any that exist, like things out in the world. That's an unquantifiable number to me. And whenever I look at them, I also can't overlook the fact that that involved solar. And maybe that's selfish of me, but I still didn't like them. And then what happened when they tried to save me, I don't know. I do tolerate them now. I don't hate them because they went out of their way to save me. They had a chance to walk away from me to avoid getting in the blast zone, and they instead stayed and tried to untie me and unfreeze me. Because I would like to remind everybody, I was not only tied to the wall, I was frozen. My body was paralyzed. Ruin, like, stopped my body moving, like, functions. So I couldn't have gotten away, even if I was untied. Ruin still had to fix me. So, you know, I tolerate Ruin. My long answer was all that. Short answer, I guess I tolerate them. I'm sure there's more than that to them. I'm sure they have their own, like, I'm sure people do like them, regardless of everything they've done.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, you know, and maybe that makes me a hypocrite. I don't care. It's the thousands and millions and trillions of people dying and all this stuff, and including Solar. You know what? I'm a hypocrite then, you know? But I am a little indebted to them for not leaving me.
Fair enough.
Yeah, hope that answers that.
All right. Next, I'm going to slightly rework this question a little bit. Otherwise, we'll probably be here for the next 7 years.
Okay.
Rank Barbie movies. I'm going to change this into your top 3 and bottom 3.
Okay, I'll do my top 3. Princess and the Pauper, number 1. We all know this. We know this. We've been knowing. Rapunzel, number 2. Okay? Number 2. And then I like Swan Lake for number 3.
All right.
I, in good faith, can't rank any as bad. But I don't want to upset anybody, but I just personally wasn't a fan of Princess and the Pop Star. I just didn't like it. I'll just say that one. I just don't like that one.
That's completely justifiable. You gotta have
I
an
just
opinion.
didn't like the concept of like, hey, I'm a princess. And hey, I'm a pop star. Let's trade lives. Like, come on, we did that with Princess and the Pauper. Let's stick with the originals here. Oh, I should have said, oh man, I should have said the Nutcracker. That's up there too, my top faves. Okay, Nutcracker was great. Love that one. I like classic Barbie movies. Back to you.
Yep. What's it like having a fun-sized brother? Me.
Feels great. Love it. So happy with that. Happy to have you.
Woo.
Happy to have every brother, you know? Pretty cool. Yeah.
Except for Nexus. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, okay.
Do you prefer
I'm sure that was
crochet or knitting? Do you prefer to knit, crochet animals' clothing, or miscellaneous items?
I like knitting. Knitting is my favorite. Because it's just, I like zoning out while, you know, doing the needle stuff. I prefer knitting, clothes, but I will crochet animals. I also can knit animals. I haven't done that, like, you know, stuffed animals. I haven't done that in a while for reasons we've all known, you know, Solar. I've been wanting to get back into it, you know, so, yeah, if that answers that, I hope that answers that.
All right.
Just like my knitting needle collection.
Do you think Daisy would get along with Sun's cats?
I'm afraid.
Reasonable.
I'll be honest. I love Sun's cats.
Cats are
They're
predatory
smart.
animals. They literally hunt rabbits.
They do. I don't trust them around Daisy. I don't think they'd be friends. Maybe they would be. They are smart
I think
cats.
the dumb one would be okay.
I'm afraid of the dumb one even more. What if they just see Daisy and just go? You know, I'm afraid. I'm afraid of having them
I mean,
around
you've listened to
Daisy
that one
at all.
talk.
Yeah, that doesn't change anything. My stance, I'll be honest.
I would assume the smart one would look at Daisy and literally just call them a meal.
Yeah.
And then the dumb one is going to be the dumb one.
Still don't trust it. Don't trust it.
No, it's valid.
Yeah.
If you found Ruin endangered, would you save him like he saved you?
Yeah. I'm not a bad person.
Fair
I
enough.
feel like I mean, like, well, if he's in danger and he needs my help, yes, I would help him. I don't think I'd feel weird about it, to be honest. In my nature, I like helping people. That brings up a question. I do that for the creator, huh? Yeah. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on! on. Yeah.
Have you ever tried nails, like press-on nails?
Yes, I love them. Can't have them around the kids, though.
Very true.
Yeah, I don't want to scratch the kids.
What's your biggest fear, like a phobia?
I love all life, mostly. I don't like bugs. They scare me. I don't like, specifically, ants and spiders. I don't know why. I just do. So, yeah. I'm afraid of spiders and ants, specifically.
Which brothers do you feel the closest to?
I feel close to all of them, and I can go into different reasons and aspects I'm close to them. I'm close to Lunar because we've been through a lot together, me and you. We've been through it, you and me. And we've kind of, like, bonded over that sort of stuff, you know? We saw each other go through changes. Son, I feel close to in the sense that we also have leaned on each other a lot for support. And you know what? I'm going to say it. I know a lot of it hasn't been shown to everybody, but that's because some of the stuff me and Son talked about was kind of private. You know, how he felt, how I felt. A lot of the stuff I talk about with all the family members, we don't necessarily want it to be broadcasted, you know, because it's a lot of stuff to our chest that, you know, and you guys see everything else, you know what I mean? Like, me getting destroyed. So I don't know if you guys need to hear about how I've felt after that, after I said it a few times. But, you know, what I'm also trying to say is, me and Son, we lean on each other for support. And for Moon, that one's kind of tricky, because I used to feel really close to him. And then he changed, and now there's a new Moon, who I'm still kind of getting to know. You know? So
you guys haven't really hung out that much.
We have tried to hang out. It's just that, you know, he's been a little, you know, there's a lot going on. So, you know, I'm trying to respect that as well. And also, it's still a little strange to me, as weird as it is.
No, that's true. That's fair.
Yeah, so we're trying. We have a lot in common, though. Like, you know, knitting kind of stuff. So that's kind of the only thing that's needed for me. So
fair enough. Now we're going to start getting into some funky questions occasionally.
Weren't we already in the funky questions?
Well, this one's extra funky.
Okay, and ask away.
Do you love and hate your father?
Yeah.
All right, that was less funky than I thought it was going to be.
No, I'm going to go into detail about it.
Okay, go for it.
I love him in the sense that he is my father. He created me. He made me, and he spent a lot of time with me, and I don't know, it felt so genuine at the time that he was just trying to bond with me. We did so much together, but then it all turns out to be a lie. I still love those moments that I had with him, even though they're a lie, you know? Because those were the best days of my early life. Spending time with him in the lab, learning things, talking with him, you know, complimenting me, telling me how great I am, how perfect I am, you know? That's stuff that sticks with me. I hate him for the complex he's kind of given me about that now, because I feel like I have to be perfect in every way, which I think rubs off on people the wrong way most of the time. But I feel like I'm trying to be perfect all the time, but I'm trying to get over that. You know, it's taken a while to do that, but you know. So yeah, I do love and I do hate him. And I don't know if that's ever going to change. Unfortunately. So yeah, funky question.
All right.
Yeah.
When are you and Monty getting married?
Well, I don't know. Hopefully not for a while. Still kind of
I was going to say, you guys
life.
haven't really been dating that long.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, we have not been dating very long. So, me and Monty will have a conversation about that. I don't think they're ready for that yet. I'm not ready for that. You know, so when the time comes, we'll have a conversation and if we feel like we're ready. Right now, me and Monty are just having fun together. I know it's kind of hard to believe because Monty has like a reputation with a lot of people, but
Right.
Monty and I, we do a lot
Taking
together.
things
we have
slow.
a lot in common. Yeah, we're taking things slow. We're having fun. We're enjoying the moment. We're enjoying each other's company. I'm enjoying living in this beautiful house that they have, so I'm enjoying everything about this. So, as long as we're having fun, we'll see where it goes.
I guess I'll ask a follow-up question related to that.
Okay.
If you were to get married to Monty, who would be your maid of honor?
I'd prefer a man of honor, because I'll be honest, I don't have a lot of girlfriends, so,
Okay, who would be your man of honor?
it would be one of you guys, I feel like. Whoever wanted to be.
Woo!
I mean, I don't know who the officiant would be, but that's a whole, I don't even, see, this is stressing. This is
can get that
stressing me
online.
out thinking about it, I don't even know.
You can get that online.
I mean, yeah, but I want it to be
Moon could get signed up to be an officiant in like a day.
Well, I would want Moon to be a groomsman. Or,
It can be both. Maybe.
I mean, yeah, but,
Somehow.
we'll see. I don't know. If I make more
maybe
friends
Foxy
in
will
this
do
time
it.
period...
Maybe Puppet will do it. Who knows?
Yeah, well, if I make more friends in this time span, we'll see who, okay? Because I might make more
I
girlfriends.
mean, weren't you friends
We
with
never know.
Nebula?
Yeah, but I haven't seen them in a long time. We
Well,
haven't been in
hypothetically,
contact.
Hypothetically, if they were around more, do you think maybe they'd be on your council?
Well, we're not exactly really close friends. We only hung out a few times, and I was like, do you want to be friends? And she was like, yeah. And then they kind of ghosted me, which I'm assuming is for a legitimate reason. So if we spent more time together and built up our relationship, probably, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Have you and Monty kissed more than once?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a very simple question. That's pretty...
We don't need, my brother's here. I don't need to go into details.
Yeah, but please don't.
Yeah, I don't want to gross you out with kissing stories.
I see it enough.
Yep.
I see enough of your lovey-dovey stuff.
Stop.
No, you stop around me.
Fair enough.
Does being a constant therapist ever get overwhelming? I can answer that. Yes.
For me? You think it's exhausting for me?
Yes.
I'll be honest.
100%.
I'll be completely honest. I don't know why people are so open with me. I think it's because I try to be open with people, but a lot of people open up to me and tell me their burdens. And I'm okay with that. I'm happy to help people. But sometimes I feel like there's an expectation on me to be the answer to everything, and I'm not the answer to everything. I can't fix people, and people have to put in the work themselves. I will give people an avenue if they want. I will help work with them on things. But I'll be honest, I have a lot of people who I think rely on that a lot and see me as this savior when I just am a regular person who just wants to help people. I'm not a licensed therapist. I just have therapy programming in me to help people and help children. I use that to help people because that's what I like to do. And if that upsets anybody, I'm sorry. So I hope that answers that.
I think that answers it.
Yeah.
Lighter question to follow that. What kind of cake is your favorite?
I like funfetti cake because it has rainbow sprinkles in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a simple lady with simple needs. Rainbows and fun cakes.
Sprinkles.
Exactly.
How do you plan on charming Taurus? If you succeed, will you two be best friends?
I gotta get a read on Taurus first, you know?
Yeah, none of us have a read on him.
If they're like open to having a friendship, I'll try and have a friendship. If they're not, I mean, I can only charm somebody so much, you know?
From the things I've heard, he seems like a bit of a flaming...
Okay, well, you know, I would say a lot of the people we interact with are a bit difficult when you first meet them. But, you know, we all have defense mechanisms.
Well, yeah, but
So-
this guy blows up planets.
Yeah, well, that also would put a damper in things.
Yeah, he's doing it for a reason, I could only assume, and not for fun.
I would assume they're valid reasons. Like, let's also remember, we don't know what these astrals, they experience. Maybe they're destroying planets for a reason. Oh, I wonder if people are going to think I'm hypocritical for saying that because of Ruin's thing. I'm not trying to be hypocritical here, but also...
There's a difference.
There's
a severe difference.
Severe difference in destroying planets that may have been doing bad things or disrupting the system in the world and just blatantly killing
as opposed to destroying entire dimensions that are not
dimensions.
correlated directly to what the one creator was doing.
Exactly. Okay, so cause just to make that clear, because I'll be honest, we're all hypocrites. Everybody's a hypocrite,
It's human nature.
It's human nature. Anyway, continue.
Did you know Monty punched Sun in the face?
Yeah, so after I talked to Sun, I talked to Moon, and then I found out it was recently, and Monty was like, oh my gosh, it was, how recent? It was like 2 months ago. He's like, that's not recent. I'm like, okay, well, could you still, they did apologize, okay? And you know what? I'm just gonna say it right now, not to be combative. I get people don't like Monty. I get that people are confused why I date them. I get that people think Monty's kind of aggressive. This is no excuse for it. I think Monty's humor is really, really weird. I think it's funny sometimes. He makes me laugh a lot. Monty's really funny. And I think they take the joke far sometimes, and once they take it too far, they realize, oh, I messed up bad. So once they realize they messed up, they go out of their way to try and make it better. It doesn't negate the fact that they did horrible things, but they're working on it. I'm there for them. We all make mistakes. So, I don't know. Hypocritical of me again. I don't know. I love Monty.
Fair enough. Which therapy session was your favorite? Very weird question, but I felt the need to ask it.
What does that mean? Like,
I don't
favorite
know.
I got to do?
I guess.
I think maybe
Whose
selfishly,
trauma was your favorite to dissect?
I think my own. I'll say that. My own with Solar when we talked. That was my favorite. It's what I think about it fondly.
All right.
Yeah.
What is one of your biggest dreams?
My biggest dream. I don't know. I've always used kind of, I'm gonna work here, maybe seeing the world. I'd like that. Experience new cultures, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's
right.
my dream.
Is there a reason why you think people don't think your jokes are funny? Has anyone told you your jokes aren't funny?
So when I say love, hate my father, one of the core things is that I would make jokes and he wouldn't laugh. He would have me be like, what? And gave me a complex about it. So now I'm a little paranoid if I'm telling a joke and people don't think it's funny. I'll be like, what, was that funny? I'm sorry. So yeah, that's that.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's get into the big question that I'm sure many people want to know the answer to.
Okay.
How come it's okay when Eclipse says things to push people away, but when Nexus does, it's not okay? Isn't it the same thing?
So with
Pop
Eclipse,
off,
what you see... Okay, well, I'm not gonna pop off. I don't know. What I'm basically trying to say is this. Eclipse, what you see is what you get. When I first met Eclipse, they, like in that first form, they were a jerk. And I said they weren't redeemable because they did not want to change, okay? They were set in their ways. And then things happened with them. They were rebuilt. They were remade. They died. They remade again. It was a lot of stuff happened to them. And I understood that bad stuff happened to them, and their method of dealing with it was pushing people away, because every time they were close to somebody, or anytime they allowed someone to get close, they were hurt. With Moon, I knew Moon the minute I came back. I knew I was there when they came back as a new Moon, when they didn't have any memories. That was my brother, my older brother, I loved dearly. I told him everything. I confided in him. He confided in me. He told me things he was afraid of. He was afraid of being like this person or doing something like this. And I listened to that, and I told him, if you ever got like that, I'll try and pull you out. And he's told me he was afraid of that happening. And then he says stuff and lashes out at me. Not only does he use my insecurities, he throws them right back in my face. With Eclipse, I've never confided in Eclipse. I never did at that point. So, Eclipse never threw anything I confided in my face. And then on top of that, because I don't understand this, why, if I kept reaching out to Moon over and over and over again, and they kept saying, no, 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 everything's fine, what am I logically supposed to do? I can only help people who want to be helped, and he didn't want help. And that was discussed during their therapy session, that they were afraid of this happening, and I tried pushing. And you know what? Even after they threw all that stuff in my face, all my traumas, all my insecurities, they threw it in my face. Maybe not all of it, but they threw something in my face. I wasn't going to forget it. I wanted space. And then I'm kidnapped. And my brother, I'm scared, I'm gonna die. Putting on a brave face so I can at least have some dignity, before I'm getting ripped apart by Blood Moon 2.0, And my brother comes in, and I think he's here to save me. I think he's there to get me out of that situation. And what does he do? He looks me in the eye, says I'm just collateral to him. I don't know why that's not a big deal to people. My brother came in, and instead of freeing me, told me I was collateral, and if it's not his fault, sorry if you die, you have the chance to run, even though you're currently tied to a wall and cannot move. And I'm supposed to be forgiving of that? I don't care what he's going through. I don't care. My brother said that to me. He treated me that way. I don't know what's going on. I don't feel like there's an excuse for it. I don't think I'm ever going to forgive or forget it. And I'm sorry if that upsets anybody. But you try having your brother, someone you love, look you in the eyes and say that. It's not a fun feeling. And then on top of that, he blasts me, and I'm nearly killed. And I was burned. Well, at least he didn't kill me. Is that what we're gonna say then? What if he did? Would anybody care then? Sorry if it makes me a bad person. I'm just really tired of trying to be a good person for so much, and then I fail once. I get angry once, and I feel like I'm not a good person anymore, and I just feel like, it's just I tried my best, and I feel like I failed, and I don't know what else to do about it. Sorry for getting deep there, but
Nope, that's what people wanted. People want to know the answer to that.
Fair enough. What else is there?
Favorite candle scent?
It's a good question. I'm a candle girly, so you think.
Don't you like the cookie scented ones? The sugar cookie
ones?
No,
I did, but then I kind of got into, right now, my favorite is, what's it called? It's Enchanted Turbine? Enchanted Turbinim. It's like a really nice scent. It's really good. I have like 3 candles around I have one in my room, I have one in the kitchen, and then, yeah, I just like the scent. I don't remember the name of it. It's long, enchanted turban in the... Exactly.
All right. We're out of time.
Oh, well, since we have so many questions to go over, we'll probably do another part to this. So make sure you subscribe, everybody, and check out the next part. Maybe next time will be Lunar, or both of us, or whatever. It's going to be super exciting. We're going to get to the deep cut questions, and it's going to be super cool. And we're going to be big people about it. We're going to be cool about it. Yeah. So, yeah. We'll see you guys next time on the Lunar and Earth Show.
Well, bye, everybody.